Okay, so here's the deal. I posted the video on my blog. I cannot post it here, but Mona Scott Young, the goddess of love and hip hop, was on the Wendy Williams show about a week ago, right? And she said, you know, Blac Chyna is rapping now, and I think she should be on Love and Hip Hop. Lordy, Lord, Lord. The crowd said, boo, hell no, we ain't trying to see that heifer on Love and Hip Hop, Jesus. Now, Wendy Williams saved Mona when she said, well, unless she's bringing Rob. And then the crowd reacted positively to it. And, you know, Mona's like, wait a second. So y'all don't want to see Blac Chyna on the show? And Wendy was like, she's really not that interesting, you know, seeing Blac Chyna rap in the booth and walk around with a bubble butt. Oh, shit. Says Wendy Williams, or as I like to call her, Wendy Biggerfoot Williams, because as opposed to Bigfoot, she reminds me of Biggerfoot. It's like Bigfoot, but with bigger feet. And your girl Wendy said, you know, what really makes them interesting is the dynamic between Blac Chyna and Rob, and seeing basically Rob's reactions to the BS. Like it's Rob would basically, like, she didn't word it like this, but Rob would like basically overshadow Blac Chyna because he's more of the interesting character, and it's the way that he reacts to her that will make for a good storyline, basically. Then Wendy Williams said, but Chris, referring to Kris Jenner, Rob Kardashian's mother, but Chris won't let that happen. And Mona just kind of said, right, like, just, okay, let's move on. But you never know. I mean, it's hard for me to believe Rob Kardashian would ever be on Love and Hip Hop. Blac Chyna, yeah, that's believable. And, you know, I actually would love to see her on the show. She's pretty. She has a fine face. She has a fat butt. And I would not mind seeing her on the show at all. And, you know, I know that Blac Chyna is a mess. She gets on my nerves all the time, but the hef is nice to look at, y'all. I mean, I'm not that much of a fan of her as a person. I do not like the moves that she makes. She consistently makes moves that I completely, emphatically disagree with. However, she does look good, and I'm team pretty girl. You know, I used to diss Blac Chyna all the time because I was like, man, I don't give a damn about this ever. It was like her, Amber Rose. It was like a short list of good-looking chicks that I was like, nah, I just can't co-sign them because they're just doing too much. They're doing for much. They're doing faux much. Too much times two. All right, they're doing faux much out here. But at the end of the day, I just had to give in, man. I just had to bow down and kiss the booty. I mean, she's fine. So I just had to just give it up, you know. I stopped hating on Blac Chyna and Amber Rose. I still don't agree with a lot of stuff that they say and do, but they are fine. Anyways, y'all, I would love to see Blac Chyna on Love and Hip Hop. And if I had to pick which one, Love and Hip Hop New York, Miami, Atlanta, or Hollywood, I would prefer to see her on Hollywood come season 5. Now, what I think would be the dopest thing is if her and Tyga could come on the show. I think that would be actually more interesting than her and Rob, because her and Rob would of course equal fights and arguments and stuff like that, but I don't think that that's necessarily interesting. I think her and Tyga would be interesting to see how Tyga reacts to her being a rapper. That would be interesting. And to see them try to do a song together. If the song succeeds or fails, either way, the fact that she started off, the first time we saw her was in the Rack City video, and you know, they could reference that. There's a lot of things to work with there. They have a child together. You know, I don't particularly want to see Rob on this particular show. I don't think Rob fits in with the Love and Hip Hop crowd personally. But I don't mind, you know, them necessarily having their own show. I just don't think that Rob really fits in with Love and Hip Hop. But this is all my opinion. What do I know? I'm just a fan of Blac Chyna and the booty with the microphone. Let me know what y'all think about it all below. Be sure to subscribe to the Meat Magazine YouTube channels. Visit meatmagazine.blogspot.com for more. Follow me on Twitter at Meat Magazine, Meat Magazine 7 on Google+, Meat Magazine blog and Instagram. Hit the notification button. It's right next to the subscribe button. Looks like a bell. Once you click that button, you'll be sent alerts and you'll be notified when new videos get posted.